Hello, welcome back to my channel. So, I was just doing a little thinking, and as usual, I just have ideas that come in my head and I have to talk about them. So, I just want to say that in my view right now in Africa or in African countries, in my country in particular, we don't have systems that work. We need systems for accountability to hold people accountable. Something as simple as making sure that people go to work on time. They have to be accountable or held accountable for when they don't show up to work on time. They have to be clocking systems. People have to clock in, and if you don't come to work and clock in on time, and people, they need to be able to track and make sure everybody comes to work on time. If you don't come to work on time, they need to fire you or hold you accountable. Like, there has to be those systems in place that hold people accountable. There has to be check and balances. There has to be like open, what they call, like in crypto, open source. There has to be things that's just open, because back home we're very what's the word, we are not straight, we're very easily moved by our relationships with friends. It's very easy to discriminate for Africans. If you like somebody, if we like somebody, oh my God, we don't care about the rules. We'll just go for, trying to help the person that we like or the people that we like. That's the way we are, right? So we have to have systems that's open source, that's open for everybody to see. If we have systems that's open and everybody can see, then that reduces the chances of human beings like just doing things that's not fair for everybody else. So if it's open for everybody to see, then it's not going to be, easy or okay, or it's not going to be allowed for somebody to openly cheat. So I feel like we need open source systems. Um, we need also a change of mindsets. Like, we need more Karens in Africa. Like, a Karen is somebody that when she sees, or when he or she sees something, like, they call the police over it, or like rings the alarm, or like makes everybody to know that there's something going on that's not right. Right now I feel like we do have a little bit of like a Karen thing going on. I don't know if I'll really call it a current thing, but just a speaking up a little bit more. Like, more Africans are speaking up about things that's not right. I feel like that's a very good thing. It should continue. We should always speak up if something is not right. It's not okay to just sit and just take things, like just sit when something is wrong and just push it under the rug. We should all have the habit of speaking up, or calling out things that's not right, or being like a Karen and calling out whatever that we feel is not okay. We should all of us should always speak up. If we feel like something is not right, speak up. Your voice goes a long way. You are important. You are a member of the society. Your opinion counts. Your opinion and your voice goes a long way. You're inspiring, and by speaking up, you are inspiring others also to speak up as well, because it's important. Everybody's voice needs to be heard, no matter who, no matter how little. It's important also to normalize everybody's voice, because I feel like, at least when I was back home in my country before I came abroad or to the US, there was this idea of like this classism thing, where it's like we would always like to talk to like those that are educated, those that no, everybody is a part of the conversation. Even the woman who sells okrika in the market, who sells secondhand clothes in the market, her opinion matters, her voice matters. The people that sells fuel on the street, that hawks clothes, their opinion matters. So it should be normalized to sit and have a conversation about what's going on with the leaders in the country. We should normalize having these conversations with everybody. Should be on that same frequency level, where we talk about like what's going on and what's not right. Because the moment that we all start to talk about it with one voice and we're all on the same page about things, that's when we really become one. You know, instead of having a class where it's like there is a superior class, the educated and the non-educated who are, nah, we shouldn't have that. We should all have a thing where it's like we all know what's going on and we're all feeling the same way, and we're all, you know, we're all talking about what affects us, and it all affects us equally. The moment that we kind of get rid of the classism thing, you know, yeah, I understand that there are going to be those that have more money than others, but when it comes to like the politics, we should all be able to talk about it on the same level. I feel like that's when we shall really start to grow. Like, I feel like we are growing though. Things are getting better. I could definitely see and I can feel a difference that's coming through, a breath of fresh air, and I'm happy about that. But I feel like to continue growing, we need to continue, you know, shaking up everybody and waking everybody up to pay attention and to be involved mentally. You know, even though I know that everybody's focused on their daily bread and trying to survive and trying to take care of things that we see as more important than the politics, or more important than, I don't know, what the leaders are doing. What is happening affects all of us, and it's important that nobody should be too busy to have a conversation or to have a say or to even know what's going on, because some people don't even know what's really happening. You know, I don't even know if like a market woman, for example, in Cameroon, I don't know if she would know about what's going on in Niger. Like, those are things that we should all have a conversation, like sit down when we sit to eat. Let's talk about, do you know what's going on in Niger? Have you heard about what's going on? What's your opinion? We should all talk about these things, like instead of like sitting and talking about other things. I feel like these are the most important conversations that we should really be having about what's going on in Niger and things like that, things that affect all of us. It affects the continent, it affects all of us, and we should all, you know, talk about it. Anyway, I think I might have veered off topic a little bit, but you know, I think I'm done for now. Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.